How you doing? It's Monday, and it's me, Christiana Gaudet, your Tarot Fairy Godmother. It's time for a 3-card weekly reading where we do 3 cards for the collective and single cards for those who ask, looking at energies to guide us for the week ahead. Thanks so much for being here with us. And I need to start by saying a great, big, huge thank you to new member Liz Harrison, who has helped out with a super chat. What a great way to start the week. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It means so much to me. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you everyone for being here. Special shout out, of course, to the members and the moderators. If you're here for the first time, please do. What am I seeing? I'm not sure what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a weird thing. Oh, that's better. Okay. We're in the middle of, I know what I'm seeing. It's my mic. You're right, that's what that thing is right there. It's my mic. All right, cool. Sorry. We are in the middle of redoing the broadcast room so that we can be redoing like the entire broadcast thing so that we can, increase our game, right? Because you always got to increase the game. So, thanks for being here for the Monday game. Glad that you're here. Let's see what we got going on. I'm using my trusty workhorse, Wiser Tarot. I've always been a weight girl, I've always. My first deck, of course, was the Rider Waite in the yellow box with the plaid pattern on the back. Was that your first deck? That was my first deck. That was a lot of people's first decks. So when Wiser came out with this deck, with these recolored images, I just love it. All right, 3 cards for the week ahead. Let's see what we got going on here. First, 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups. I was not in order and I shuffled big time. Knight of Wands reversed. What an interesting group of cards for the week ahead, man. All right, so what would we say about this for the week ahead? We may definitely be in our feelings this week. We may be doing more feeling than doing. And if you feel like you are in a place where, oh my gosh, there's all of this stuff I need to do, but really I just want to sit around and binge some Netflix, it may be because that's what you need. I mean, obviously, don't skip work and say that I said it was okay. Your Tarot Fairy Godmother does not have the ability to excuse you from work. Like your employment, your job. But if it's just the things that you're accountable to yourself for, and it's not going to damage anything to take a break, you may need a break. You may need to be really nice to yourself this week. Why am I saying that? Well, here, we may not even know why we're motivated or if we're motivated or where we're going or what we're doing, so there's that. And there's some confusion here, too, like these 2 cards really speak of confusion, right? And then here we've got this progression, 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Like, I knew where I was in the past. I knew what I wanted in the past. But where the heck am I now? And what do I want? And where am I going? And oh my gosh. And it just may feel weird this week for any number of reasons. Maybe even planetary reasons, because hello, retrogrades. There's a bunch of them. I keep harping about Venus, but there's actually a few. So this week, if there's an opportunity to spend time with an old friend, or if you're in a place of kind of reflection, looking at the past, looking at your memories, reprocessing things from the past, that can take a lot of energy and it can be hard, it can be painful. So hold space for yourself to do that. If it's happy memories, that's great. If it's a happy reunion, that's great. But if it's difficult stuff, hold space for that. But This is not a good week to make permanent decisions if you can help it, because there is so much confusion here. So be kind to yourself, hold space for confusion. Maybe not a lot of permanent decisions this week unless you're sure. Enjoy the things that give you enjoyment, but don't hold yourself accountable to go everywhere and do everything and know all the things. And give yourself space to figure out what it is you really want. All right? Now, let's get going. There, I fixed it. Good, okay. All right. Peggy Lou Levan, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a card of the week for you. Certainly. Queen of Pentacles. This week you may be nurturing someone else, taking care of someone else, doing for someone else. It may also be very important, Peggy Lou, for you to spend time in nature and really find strength from the natural world around you, and to make sure you have what you need. So it's really all about self-care, care for others, connecting to nature. That's what's on the agenda for this week for you. Susan also has a request, so let's do Susan. 8 of Wands. Susan, a lot of things, even unexpected things could happen very, very quickly this week. So be ready to respond. Be ready to respond in whatever way you need to. But Susan, I would say stay fairly flexible this week. That would be good advice. Oh, Teresa, new moon in Leo squared Uranus on Wednesday, which is cool because we also have a class on Wednesday. Is that true? I'm checking to make sure that I'm correct. But yeah, 7 p.m. The link's already up. Class for everybody. Everybody's welcome. This Wednesday, we're doing tarot spread techniques. It should be a lot of fun. All right. Maria Barassi, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Cards for you and Anthony, most certainly, of course. Maria, for you this week, King of Cups. I think this is a really good sign. I think this bodes very, very well for you. There could be some nice people around you. You could have a nice conversation. You could find yourself in a place of some emotional healing. You could find some things going the way you want in a way that gives you some emotional ease, which you could use. So that's good. All right, and Anthony, certainly. Anthony, for your week ahead, it's interesting that you both got queens. You have the Queen of Wands reversed. And so, Anthony, I think you're really thinking about your path forward and what you want to do and how you want to do it and what that looks like for you. And I think you have some questions and concerns about it that, I think you need to address them. And I don't know how much of it is stuff you have to address with yourself or how much of it is stuff you have to address out in the world with other people. It might be both. But I feel like this week you want to look at what's keeping you from your success. Figure it out and address that thing. That may take you more than a week, but it's a good thing to look at this week. Marion Newbury, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you, Marion Newbury. The Eight of Swords, I'm wondering if there is something that is making you upset, that is worrying you, that is causing you some anxiety this week. So this week I would say, look at the things that are bugging you and kind of figure out what the fixes could be. Don't try to avoid what's bugging you. Pay attention and see if there's a fix. Hey, Julie, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Next question I see is up from Barbie Bird. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Your car shopping, right? Yeah, that was the right thing. Good luck with that. And Barbie, justice reversed this week. Be careful you don't get screwed over car shopping, right? Because that can happen. But even on completely other issues, I think what you're trying to do, is restore balance to the force. Seriously. You are trying to find a sense of fairness, a sense of balance, a sense of a sense of fairness in your life that has not been. And you're trying to bring that now. Some of that may be boundaries on your part. Some of that may be letting go of past hurt. Some of that may be looking at healing from past hurts, healing from past wounds where you have been treated unfairly. So there's some deep stuff there, right? Oh, and Sarah, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. The 3-card reading really speaks to me. So much to do at work, but all I want to do is take a break and some personal time. Going to try to hold space to reconnect with friends and enjoy the little things. Yeah, there you go. For sure, for sure. All right. Febborn, you're up next. Here is a card for the week ahead for you. Febborn, 3 of Cups reversed. You may be disappointed in a particular person, a particular community, the actions of someone around you or lack of action of someone around you. And I think you want to think about, how do you want to process that? Do you want to say something, not say something? Do you want to lean in? Do you want to back away? So really just sort of processing what's going on for you seems to be the thing to do this week. One of the things. You can't spend your whole week doing that. All right, Maria Baresi for Kim, because she has her hands full of dogs today. Well, I see things are getting back to normal for her. Most certainly, yes, indeed. For Kim, for the week ahead, the King of Pentacles. And it is all about stability. It's all about doing the work. It's all about kind of doing what you need to do. Knowing that doing the stable thing will bring stability. Okay. All right, Teresa, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for being one of our resident astrologers. Thanks for using members-only emojis, and thanks for your kind words. The best part of Monday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's a card for you. 9 of Wands. Okay, let's prepare you for not the easiest week. And let's recognize that you're going into this week not really feeling prepared. It's okay. You've got this. It doesn't have to feel good and it doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to get through it with minimal damage. That's the bar. That's the expectation. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just don't create more anxiety for yourself by having expectations greater than what they need to be. Seriously. All right. Julie, here we go. A card for the week. Absolutely. I shuffled, but Julie, you get the same thing. But for you, I'm going to say specifically this week, you got to lean into healing. You got to lean into taking care of yourself. I feel like you're in this hyper-vigilant situation and it's not serving you. So you may need to remove yourself from a situation. You may need to focus on self-care. Sarah, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here's a card for the week for you. The moon. The moon. What an interesting card for the week. The thing that comes to me for you about this is really very face value. This week, pay attention to the spiritual practices that you hold dear. And I know you always do anyway. You're a good student. You're a good practitioner. I know that. And no guilt, no shame if we don't do it every single day or whatever. But this week, make it a priority. Pay attention to your dreams, interpret your dreams, work with your cards, and, really lean into that aspect of yourself this week. All right, Denise Woods, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, here we go. We're going to do you and your family, starting with you, Denise. The star reversed. There are some things you're just not satisfied with. Be clear about what those things are and what you can do to achieve greater satisfaction. Jerry, there may be very specifically a car issue, a transportation issue, some obstacle, or, something in the way making it hard for you to move forward this week. So you may have to do with logistical issues this week. Tanda, the Fool reversed. So this could be you or it could be someone else, but either way, be careful about risky behavior. There could be someone around you who is behaving in a risky fashion, or you could have an idea to do something or be doing something that is not in your best interest. Be careful and encourage the people around you to be careful. Amy, Page of Swords. So here, I see you really trying to learn and grow and do the right thing and use your voice in a good way. This could even be about education, going to school, something like that. One way or the other, it feels like you are making some smart decisions. Selma, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. Selma, this week may be frustrating for you, and there may specifically be some issues around work or money. Pay attention there, but don't bang your head against a wall. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work. You got to do something different. Smile Soul 20, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. Here's a card for the week ahead for you. 6 of Pentacles reversed. So as usual, it feels like no one is cutting you any slack. Like you have to be twice as buttoned up as everyone else, because if there's going to be shade, it's going to get thrown at you. And this is not your fault. You did not create this. And this will not always be the way that it is. But this week, that is kind of the energy. So it is in your best interest to just recognize that. And you're super competent. So, to be competent is not really a problem. It just sucks that some of the people there and some of the important people there don't want to see how competent you are. And there'll be some evidence of that this week. I'm sorry. Won't always be like that, though. Von Ray, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. So Saturday's book fair, very slow turnout. Sold a couple of books and made some connections with other authors. All right. Could be worse. Here's a card for the week ahead. Well, look here. The 10 of Wands reversed. When I see this card reversed, I really think about friends. I really think about how you don't have to do it all alone. So I think the connections you made this weekend might really immediately show ways of being positive in your life. Or there may be other ways that you will feel supported by people around you. And that, of course, will feel good. All right. Very good. Okay, Sheila Selby, you are up next. There you are. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Empress. So, this card can always have to do with your mom, right? So if your mom is living, it might be talking to your mom, a visit with your mom, something like that, something up with your mom. If your mom is no longer living, it might just be an indicator of her spiritual presence in your life at this time. Beyond that, Sheila, this card can speak to your own family stuff, nurturance of your own family, nurturance of people that you care about. It is also a card that speaks to your own creativity and your own success. So basically family stuff and success stuff, right? Claire C., thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We really appreciate you. Here's a card for you. There's that Queen of Pentacles. So is this week your trip? When are you going to Costa Rica? I know it's coming up soon. One way or the other, the Queen of Pentacles is such a positive card for you for this week. Really suggests nurturing your well-being, your resources, doing the things that take care of you. So wherever you are this week, that's what you got to be doing. Jackie Masters, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here's a card for you. The Ace of Swords reversed. Jackie, this week, here's a warning. Be careful. You may misunderstand something. Someone may say or do something and you will misunderstand it. It may be misunderstanding a direction. It may be misunderstanding something that someone says where it sounds worse than it really is. So be careful around communication, making sure you are understood and that you understand the people around you. Obviously, that's true every day, every week, but this week it looks like there could be an issue. Pamela's Insight, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a moderator here. Here's a card for you. The Two of Wands reversed. As you think about kind of where you're at and what you're doing and what's going on this week, I feel like you're going to be making some changes. Like thinking, I thought I might want to do it this way, but now I think I'm going to do it this way. Or I thought I was going to do it this way, but now this may not be possible, so I have to do this. So there may be some need for flexibility and for pivoting this week. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Melissa Grosso, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. It was great to see you yesterday. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a card for the week ahead. Two of Cups reverse, man. You are doing the work. You are just in it. And while you're doing the work, recognize that you're going to be a little more vulnerable, that you're going to be a little more sensitive. Plus, all the planets. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Even Earth, man. Earth's a hard planet in my chart, right? So this week, be extra special kind to yourself. Seriously. And there may be some people who say or do some things that make you feel a certain kind of way. Check yourself before you react because you may be hypersensitive. So again, there's a few of us here who might this week be a little hypersensitive. So let's all be careful. Okay, Jeannie Mnuchin, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. A card for you and a card for your kitty, most certainly. And you had texted me about your kitty. So if people don't mind, I'm going to answer the kitty question. Jeannie had texted me a question about her kitty. And I didn't have time to respond to it before I had to come on here. And since Jeannie's here, I will answer that question here. Do I do that normally? No. But it's about the well-being of a kitty. And so, I am willing to break all the rules about the well-being of a kitty, right? Right? All right. So, first of all, your card for the week ahead, Jeannie. The Hierophant. This is good. This is good. Now, it may mean you are taking your cat to the doctor. We do have to say that. We'll check in for the cat in a minute, but this can be going to the doctor. But this is also, I think, good for the projects you're working on, good for the teaching you're doing, good for the community stuff you're doing. This is a super positive card specifically for you in all the things that I know you do. So it's about stepping into your power and recognizing that there are people around you who will help you appropriately. Now, for your poor little kitty, I think you definitely need to get to the doctor. Do I think it has to be like right now, this minute? Probably not. I don't think you need to I think at the first available opportunity, Jeannie. I don't think, unless you see something that I'm not seeing, I don't think you need to rearrange your schedule and go to emergency, but I think you do need an urgent visit. How about that? Right? Like with all medical stuff these days, isn't that it? It's like emergency visit, urgent visit at first opportunity, and scheduled appointment, right? Those are the three options. I think you need the middle one. All right. But obviously, if you see something that concerns you, it is always better to err on the side of caution. Always. All right. Liz Harrison, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you, and thank you so much for the super sticker. We really, really appreciate that. And thanks for using members-only emojis. So we've got for you and for your dad. Oh, Jeannie, good. I'm glad you got that. Good. Okay. Okay. So Liz, first of all, card for you. All right. Liz, your card for the week is the 10 of Wands. It's okay to let people help you. You actually have friends. You actually have people who care about you. You help others. Let others help you. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to be a little vulnerable, and try to take some time to enjoy some of the good people around you, because you do have some. And for Dad, Mike, perhaps one of the good people around you, perhaps, the Four of Wands. And it's a similar energy in a way. Mike, this week, I think really appreciating what is good, and there may be some things going on that aren't so good, but appreciating community, some celebration of those that you care about. It may be spending time at home. It may be people coming to visit you. It may be you going somewhere. But there is a sense here of safety. Even if some things don't feel good, there's a sense of safety that feels good, of security, and gratitude. So gratitude and appreciation for what is good. That seems to be the order of the week. All right. And I want to say a huge thank you to Autumn Pond. Thanks for being a member. And thank you so much for the super chat. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Trey Cameron, thanks for being here. It's nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Here's a card for your week ahead. The Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, so this week, and I see the pattern. There's this very up and down pattern for you. And this is going to be the week where you're going to be having a tendency to doubt yourself and to not believe yourself and not believe in yourself. So could we use this card to circumvent that bad boy this week so that you can just move forward swiftly and smoothly, knowing and trusting in your own knowledge and in your own mind, and feeling confident to be able to express all of that? Let's do that instead. How about that? Kathleen Patricia, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Here is your weekly inspirational card. Yes, indeed. Two of Wands reversed. So this week, something that you've been looking at doing, you're going to get some more information. Maybe you're doing it. Maybe you're not doing it. Maybe something else comes up. You're definitely thinking about the future and making some plans, but things are very much still in flux, as it shows to me. Ashley, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for the week ahead for you. Death reversed. So, Death reversed for the week ahead, it's like, man, it is what it is. It's exactly what you think it's going to be. It's exactly what you expect it to be. But then, it also sort of says, well, do what you've always done and you'll get what you've always got. So there is an invitation here, Ashley, this week to look at your life and to look at what is working, what is pleasing you and what is not, and how do you change things up. So I don't think it's about changing things up this week, but it's about thinking about how to do that if it's needed. Audrey M., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. Here is a card for the week ahead. The Empress. So this week there may be something going on either in your heart, in your mind, in your thoughts, or in your activities regarding family stuff. And there may be some healing available regarding some family wounding in some way. This is also a great week for creation, to do creative things. As much as you can lean into your creativity, that's where the energy is for you. All right. A table for one. Diana, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. All right. Here's a card for you, a table for one. Eight of Swords, man, it's never easy, and I follow your progress on social media, so I'm sort of seeing things that are going on here or there, but there are definitely some things that will create anxiety for you this week. The key is, how are you going to handle it? How are you going to respond to it? And, you can't really control what happens, but you have more resources now to control your response. So that's something to kind of work on and think about this week. Michelle F., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here's a card for the week. The Devil reversed. So, something that used to be a problem is not going to be a problem anymore. This is like, when this card is reversed, it's really kind of glorious because it does talk about a healing, a releasing, a letting go of, a finishing, something that has been a stress will be able to be released this week. So that's a good thing. Yolanda, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Cards for you, Jenna and Mark. Starting with you, Yolanda. Death reversed. And I have, you're the second one to get this, and I have something very specific here for you where, well, actually, it's exactly what I said to the last person who got it, because I think it could apply for you this week as well. Do what you've always done and you'll get what you've always got. And how do you, the whole thing is, how do you reprocess? How do you change the way you think about things so that it's not kind of the same old without change, So how can you welcome change that is helpful to you? That's the question. And for Jenna, star reversed. Nothing terrible. Some things that won't be entirely satisfying this week. But, the star is a pretty good card, whether upright or reversed. So some good things happen this week as well. You get some things you want. You don't get some things you want. And for Mark? Mark, this week, I would actually see something very positive for you. That could be financial, that could be family-wise, either immediate or extended. But something very affirming and very positive for you this week. Justine, so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Here is a card for the week for you. The Moon. Justine, do not be afraid of the unknown. There is so much we do not know, and that's an interesting thing to say by a tarot reader to a group of many tarot readers and tarot reading aficionados. Some things are just unknowable. Some things are just unpredictable. Don't let that stop you. You never know until you try, so just freaking try, because it doesn't matter if you don't try, and it doesn't matter if you do try, but it matters that you try. How about that? Let me know if that doesn't make sense. Baby Cakes, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Where, pray tell, are you this week? I think you're coming home in September. Isn't that right? Yeah. Here is a card for the week for you. The Seven of Cups. I think this week may hold some confusion, some decisions, and maybe some space to just kind of do whatever the heck you want to do in the moment. But there may be some other things going on for you, deeper things on an emotional level, just trying to figure out how you feel, what you want, what makes sense. So some of that could be very pleasant and freeing. Some of that could be a little anxiety producing. Try to keep it to the pleasant side, right? Okay. Nalini Kalu, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. For you and Brad, most certainly yes. Starting with you, Nalini. Strength, what a great card, man. Sarah, preach. Right, yeah, it happens spontaneously sometimes. Alrighty, Nalini, you got strength. I think this sets you up for a really good week. And it doesn't mean that you'll be happy all week, and it doesn't mean that there won't be things that piss you off, because there probably will be. But it feels like you've got a level of grace, a level of maturity, and a level of ability to handle stuff now that you didn't have before. And that's really going to help you, and you're going to see evidence of that this week. Evidence of your growth. And for Brad, Queen of Cups. You know, that feels like evidence of your growth as well, honestly. It really does feel, Brad, that you are coming to some place of emotional healing, emotional softening, emotional understanding where you weren't before. So that's a good thing. It may feel weird, but it's good. Lisa McCord, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Hierophant. So actually, if you are looking for a different job or a better paying job, this card speaks well to that. This card also just speaks well to your own problem-solving ability, which may be called into use this week. It also reminds you that it reminds you of your own wisdom, you know, and I think that's something, for whatever reason, you need to be reminded of this week, that you indeed are wise. Madiha Ness, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. All right, we appreciate you. Here is a card for the week ahead. Page of Wands reversed. Your daughter, in her back to school stuff, whether she's going back or almost there or whatever, it might be a little tough for her. There's something she may have to deal with this week. You may have to help her deal with. There's also, I think, some frustration here for you, Ness. It may be at work. It may just be sort of mood stuff. But the key is, be careful about communication. Be careful about saying what you really shouldn't say. You know, don't say the quiet part aloud. You know, don't let your frustration cause you to say things you're going to regret saying, even if they're true. So take care, Ness, for you and your daughter this week. Take care just with the emotions and the energy and how you're processing stuff and what you're saying and what you're not saying. Take care with all of that. Lisa McCord. I applied for my dream job last night. It's in Palm Beach Gardens. So one of two things is true, Lisa. Either you are indeed going to get that job, that is a real possibility, or the energy of making that application and continuing that search is going to pay off soon. If it's not that job, an equally good one. One way or the other, you are on that energetic track of moving to where you need to be, Lisa McCord. I feel strongly about this. All right. Hang on a minute. Marion Newberry. I like to try to guess the deck by just seeing the back before you tell us what you're using. I got it today. That's good. That's so cool. I love that. I love that. I sometimes get boring using the same decks over and over again, and I have such a huge collection, so it's really shameful. But honestly, it has to be a deck that I feel comfortable reading pretty quickly, because you don't want me sitting here for 5 minutes a person puzzling out what I think this card might be trying to say. So it has to be a deck I have a pretty good relationship with. And while many are called, few are chosen when it comes to that. Ness, mood stuff. And I'm an expert at saying the wrong thing. High school in a few weeks, we're both all over the mood scale, right? Perhaps chocolate? I mean, is that a legitimate suggestion? I don't know. Karen Hendershot, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. The Ace of Swords reverse. Karen, I feel like you're in sort of a decision-making space this week. Maybe it's about your healing. Maybe it's other things related to the accident that you got into. Maybe it's about Findlay. Maybe it's about other things. One way or the other. Hold space for what you don't know. And when you think about the things you don't know, I don't know if I should, I don't know if I will, I don't know if this will happen, figure out all the things you don't know. And then figure out which things you really do need to figure out and which things you can just hold space for not knowing. I think that's a process that could help you this week. Christina R., it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for having Karen be here vicariously through you. Yes, cards for both of you, of course. And Karen is a member. Of course, we appreciate both of you. Christina R., for you, the Three of Swords reversed. Man. This was not the card I would have preferred to see. Just because, like, you're on this journey and time is getting tight and things have been like on this whole journey, and this is more of that energy. And so just ride with it and do the best you can. It will all be okay in the long run. That's what you need to remember. Seriously. And for Karen, the Ten of Swords reversed. Karen, and this is two Karens right next to each other. I'm talking now to Christina's Karen. Karen Winkle. So we got some stuff going on that is not feeling good, Karen Winkle. It is not feeling good. It is not feeling good at all. Be careful. Try not to let it get under your skin. Try not to let it get next to you. You're going to have to manage what's going on and your reaction to it, and it's not easy. So self-care is important, and just really trying to compartmentalize and manage will be helpful. Adrij, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us this morning. Here's a card for you. The Empress. You know, this week, I feel like you are going to kind of remember your own beauty, your own intelligence, your own creativity, and kind of remember what you bring to the table. And make a commitment that if people are going to be in your life, they remember that too. Christine Hallowell, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for the week ahead. Ace of Swords reversed. This week, be careful about what you trust and what you don't trust. It may be that you are sort of believing some things that aren't true, or that you are thinking some things aren't true that really are. So, like, question everything this week. Just question everything. Seriously. Sirius Shakir, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. I think you're really thinking about your career and what you might want to do differently. And you may get some ideas or maybe even, come up with something that feels good even this week or soon. So there could be some relief in sight. Hey, Cabin Life Creations, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Kim Morse, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Yours is the next question, I see. Here is the card for you, the King of Cups. Kim, this week, lead into good things. Lead into leadership. Lead into love. Lean into the things that make you feel good, because there are some good things here for you. And look for them. Look for the good things for you. They're there. They really are. Amy Foreman, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here's a card for your week ahead, Amy. The Empress. This week, I think, is very much going to be about getting the kids ready for, their transition. You're in Florida, so they're already back, I'm betting. Plus other kinds of transitions in your family going on right now. I think that's going to be a focus this week. But I think it's all good. Sirius Shakir thinking to talk to a career coach. Makes sense. Choki, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here's a card for your week ahead. Ten of Swords reversed. About what you would expect. Not the easiest week ahead. But in the reversal, it reminds us that, you're still in the game, you're still in the journey, you're doing what you need to do, and you're showing up, and that's the important thing. And sometimes showing up is enough, that's the bar, that's the extent of what you need to do. The key with this card is to recognize that those swords can be other people's words. And so then there's a question about how we allow that to affect us. And those swords can be our own thoughts, our own words to ourselves. And so to try to marshal that, to shepherd that a little bit, can be very helpful in this situation. And my goodness gracious, we have a member, a brand new member, Cabin Life Creations. Thank you so much for being here and for joining us as a member. We really appreciate you. There is a members-only playlist. Make sure you check it out. We do members-only kinds of things from time to time. So we really, really appreciate that support. All right. TJ and GA, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, here we go. The Ten of Wands reversed. Ask your friends for help this week. You don't have to do it all yourself. Maybe spend some time with people that you care about. This is a good week for social interaction. PL Day, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Sorry that recovery from COVID is going slowly. That's so difficult. I hear there's sort of a resurgence in some certain places right now. I guess that'll always happen, like the flu. So PL Day, this week you're going to have to lay low and take it easy, probably for the whole week. So just do that. Do not be out partying this week. I don't think you were planning to. So just honor what your body needs this week. Oh no, Cassandra, you don't know how to subscribe as a member again. Oh, that's so funny. I am sure you'll figure it out, and thank you so much for your good intention. But thank you so much for you and Raquel, certainly. Cassandra, Oh, I shuffled, but there it is. This may not be the easiest week for you. One foot in front of the other, just get through it. And try to stay in your good humor. Listen to music, do things that are fun in order to feel better, Cassandra, seriously. And for Raquel, the sun reversed, not the best week, not the worst week, it'll be okay. This week, keep your expectations low and your satisfaction will be high this week. There it is. Mix you air, Michelle, so nice to see you. Card for the week, you've got a lot happening. Job interview, family function, tarot pop-up, very cool. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Oh, Ace of Wands, this is exciting. I mean, one way or the other, there will be some exciting new energy coming in. And one way or the other, you are planting really good seeds that will ultimately bear fruit. There's no doubt about that. But at the family function, be careful about your temper. Bite your tongue if you need to. And Cabin Life Creations, thank you for being here. Thanks for becoming a member. Here is your card for the week. We really appreciate you. King of Cups. This week, recognize your ability to change the energy in a room in a positive way just by being there. And I'm not saying it's your responsibility to do that every day in every room, but I am saying that you do bring that energy, that you carry with you that high vibration of unconditional love. And you are an exemplar in that. And that serves you in a lot of ways. However, make sure that energy that you so easily share with others, make sure this week that you turn it a little bit inward. Taking care of yourself. I mean, we have to do that every day, every week. But this week especially, good self-care is paramount for you. So just pay attention to that. And as part of that, speak kindly to yourself about yourself. Let your self-talk be kind and loving. And I mean, not just this week, do that all the time, but this week it seems particularly important. Hey, Joyous Ocean, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. We appreciate you. Hope you're feeling better from COVID, and hope your trip, are you still there? Are you back wherever? Hope it's going great. The Empress is a very popular card today. And for you, I honestly am going to say the family, the women in your family, younger and older, who are in spirit, are especially gathered around you this week. You can rely on their energy and their love for you. Mix you air. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Just avoid the family member. And Audrey Lightseers has been a prominent deck. It is definitely one of my favorites, for sure, for sure. All right. So let's see. Anne, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Six of Wands reversed. So this week there may be something you're working on that does not go your way. It's okay. You can fix it. You can figure it out. You can still win. So if you experience this week any sort of setback, anything that is upsetting, brush your shoulders off and move forward, because you are and always will be a winner. And don't think any different. Janine Barnes, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay. Janine, here we go. Janine Barnes, Ace of Pentacles. So this week, something good could happen for you regarding work, regarding money, regarding your well-being, regarding your home, something about new resources. Obviously, don't count your chickens before they hatch, but this is a really good sign for you, Janine. And so we want to welcome that gift of new resources as it comes in. Oh, and everybody, thank you for your feedback. Teresa, Sarah, Marion, thank you so much for all of your feedback. Claire, you're leaving Thursday. Gotcha. Bianca Tarot, here we go. Here's a card for you. Wheel of Fortune. So, I really see this like I feel like this is a lucky week. Like if you were thinking about trying something, but you weren't sure, this week, this is the week to do it, This is the week to unveil a new creative project. This is a week to learn something new. This is the week to open up to something because the winds of change and the winds of luck are really with you. And this is a week to visualize your good future the way you want it. To really think about, where do I want to be a week from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and to visualize that and hold that vision because you have the energy here to start moving that forward to manifest it. So think about that. Think about where you want to be. If everything could go your way, where would you want to be? And hold that vision. And Audrey M., a card for Lisa Byroads. Most certainly. Yeah. Serious Shakir, always answer the animal questions. Pets are so important. Right, if it's your kid question, no, gotta wait. Your love life question, no, gotta wait. We're not doing those today. But your kitty's sick? We're doing that no matter what, We're doing that. And you know what else is funny? I don't have animals, but I really care about other people's animals. So there you are. All right. Lisa Byroads. Queen of Pentacles. It's so funny how the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, and their very similar energies, have been so present today. And so for you, Lisa Byroads, this is really, I think, asking you to lean into the practical things you need to do for your own well-being. Your work, your home, your health. Just lean into those things and know that as you do that, as you tend that metaphoric garden, that garden is really going to bear fruit for you. Kathy Lee, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thank you for helping Kitty, of course. Here is a card for you. Knight of Pentacles reversed. You may not be feeling your best this week. Physically, mentally, emotionally, in some way, you may just not be feeling it. So if you don't have to, you're allowed to take a break. Take a break to replenish. Do what you have to do to replenish. Let this be a week of replenishment. Oh, Cabin Life Creations, Allison. Very good, very good. That's who you are. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay, C-beam was. Here we go, C-beam was. Three of Swords reversed, all about healing this week. It could be get over it. It could also be really take care of yourself. It could be take the time to process and unpack some hurt things. But one way or the other, this week it's about healing. Autumn Pond, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for the super chat. Here is a card for you. The Ten of Pentacles. So this week could involve spending time with friends or family. You could spiritually really be feeling like your ancestors, your loved ones in spirit are with you. You could be doing something with your home. Remodeling, redecorating, fixing it up, doing something like that. This is also a really good card for money. So one way or the other, this week is very grounded, productive, perhaps home, real estate, or family oriented. Could speak to generational legacy and or wealth management. So that's a lot of stuff, but it's all good stuff. All right. Reiki Kalya, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. A card for you, most certainly. 5 of Cups. So I feel like maybe you've been going through something that has been hurtful, that has been difficult, and I'm so sorry. Take time to heal as you need. You are a healer of others, but you also must be a healer of yourself. And remember how much you are loved. Remember that all is not lost. Remember that for every difficult thing, there are also good things. Hold space for whatever grief you need to hold space for, but also hold space for love. Caroline McLaughlin, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. The Chariot reversed. Well, this could be a frustrating week for you, my friend. So, Caroline, this week, be careful what you commit to. If you don't want to do it, don't commit to it. And your schedule may need to be flexible. Things may get thrown all over the place in terms of who's doing what, where, and when, and how you fit into that. So just roll with it and don't take any of it personally. Be flexible. Be flexible and be willing to just say, yeah, no, I don't want to do that if that's what you want to say. Rosemarie, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Queen of Cups. This week, Rosemarie, remember that your feelings matter. And you've been in a lot of positions, a lot of situations where you've kind of been given the impression that people feel like your feelings don't matter. But they do, and this week you need to remember that. Hey, Pip, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. And thank you, everyone, for your feedback. I do read it. I don't always read it aloud, but I do read it, and I do appreciate it. Joyous Ocean, did you miss your card? Yeah. Yes. Yes, Joyous Ocean, you did. You did, and it's an important one. It was big. You got to go back and get it. All right. Hang on. I just over-scrolled. Pip, that's where I was going. Nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. A card for you, for Pamela, and for her daughter, certainly. Starting with you, the Hermit. Do not this week be afraid of doing things your own way, of doing things differently than other people do them. Do not be afraid of being the lone voice in the wilderness. Know your truth, speak your truth, know your wisdom, and recognize that your wisdom is indeed a light for others. Pamela, this is going to be a tough week. You may have some things that cause you some anxiety. Hang in there. It's okay. Be careful about overthinking. Do not allow overthinking. And for your daughter, 10 of Wands reversed. This has also been a popular card today. The key this week is know who your friends are and lean into your friends. Your friends and your collaborators. That's where the energy is. Baby Cakes, you're in Spain. And it's hot. And you'll be back in September. Thanks for letting us know. Liz Moore. Nice to see you. A card for you. You know you have a tough week ahead of you. All righty. So Liz Moore, here we go. Tower reversed. You do have a tough week ahead of you, but it's reversed here. You're prepared. You've got this. It will not be as bad as you think. DH, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. Justice reversed. And DH, thanks for using members-only emojis as well. I don't love this. I don't love this for you. Oh, Joyous Ocean. That totally makes sense. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right. DH, Justice Reversed. I feel like there might be ways that you're feeling treated unfairly. And think about that. Think about, are you being treated unfairly? And it may be that you don't even realize it. It may be you're so used to it, you just think it's normal. And so really look at that and see what you can do to allow better treatment for yourself, because you deserve that. Okay, Lit, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, Lit, for you and for your mother. I'm going to do you first and then your mom. Lit, Seven of Swords reversed. This week, trust yourself, speak the truth, do the right thing. No gray area. You know the right thing to do, do it. And really try to stay in what feels like your integrity, even if people around you are not. And for your mother, Temperance, this week you really want to lean into your creativity, your ability to solve problems, but also your patience. Allow yourself to be patient and allow yourself to use your creativity. Okay. Kanchan Verma, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for the week for you, Queen of Cups. This week, just remember your feelings matter even when other people tell you they don't. You need to know that you matter. You need to know that your feelings matter. And don't let other people get under your skin. Does that make sense? Okay, and again, thank you everyone for your feedback. I really appreciate it. Kimmy, yours is the next question, I see. And here we go for you, Kimmy. Thanks for being here. Five of Pentacles reversed. This week, a good opportunity appears. Look for opportunities. It may be something like simple, it could just be a coupon for a free meal at a restaurant. I don't know. Take what you can. But look for good opportunities this week. That's the important energy right now. My friends, from my perspective, it looks like I've answered every question. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. Please do reiterate. If you're just coming in, it is last call for readings, you all. Wednesday, we have a class, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The link is already up, so please join us. In the descriptions, there's a link to get your private reading with me and a link to get your StarCon ticket. Do those things this week. All right, Sarah 88. So nice to see you. Here's a card for you. This week, it is better to avoid conflict. Do not get into it. Do not even try. Just let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Don't even try. Stay out of it. Stay out of the drama. Avoid the drama. The drama's this way, you go this way. All right, my friends, I really appreciate you. You take really good care. Thanks to everyone. Liz, how do you become a member? There's a membership link, and you should also be able to see, if you look down in the chat window where the emojis are, you should see a $sign. That'll do it too. And if you look for the members only playlist, you'll see the link to become a member. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Take good care.